Oh, Kosher Catfish here. Talk to you today. I'm drinking the cup, the cup with the apple for the teacher. Cause what I done did is I've been coming up with an idea, and I think it might help a lot of people, and like so many other inventions and ideas, it's born out of the mother of necessity. Now there's the day. Coach Catfish is gonna have to try to read the script, cause the script is just all over the place. And what I realized is I got to get in some product line merch. Merch like the perch. And this has something to do with something very fishy. Anyway, you know, Coach Catfish has had a number of things. And I guess at the end of this here pitch, I will come in and give you a toll-free something. I'll give you something toll-free. Like I told you, it was free if you watch this, and then you ain't have to pay for it. Unless it does something in your brain, and then you might have to pay for it. Anyway, we'll just go in with the crux of the issue. The little crux. We had some people around where I was. It's a little crux. Anyway, you can pee off your P-roll, but what about number 2? For that, we gotta do the number 2. And what Coach Catfish had done, I done run into this. Now, this is very sensitive for some people, and I hope, now you understand, I'm not uncovered from CRT because I'm trying to put something into the thing, so I don't need to be covered, because this is an uncovered thing. So I don't mind the things coming in here, because I've been thinking of what I've been doing. You know, if you take this and put it up there like that, it'll almost look like the sticking. But I've been sneaking in your somewhere in your head. What it was? Because Catfish was out. Well, I did not have a P-row. Because, you know, that's like a wooden dugout kind of thing that's traditional. So what poor people like me had that did not have a way to get to a tree was we had the aluminum down boat. You know, the 10-foot, the 12-foot. You can stick it in the back of the old truck and just go down there and throw it in and go get you something to eat. Get some of them CRTs if you have to. And what it was is, because Catfish was out here doing that day. Not in my P-roll, although you could pee off of a P-roll. You could also do it off a John boat. Because once you get out there in the woods on the water, then stuff happens. Your body does not stop functioning just because you're out doing something you enjoy. And I've been fishing all morning. And it was just a bad thing. Because I had me some coffee in my thermos. And all you hunters and fishers understand, when you drink some coffee right after sunlight comes up, you could have to have the nature of the call. I just wait. So what I did, I was going to run trot lines and then run my net stuff, and I had the numbers of basses and stuff, and I bear some fish, and I had to do my call of the nature, and the only thing I could grab to wipe with was the bass. Now, you may think that is awful strange, but you know the back of the bass, and I got one right here. I was just going to show you. Oh, the back of the bass, it just got the fin thing. It just sort of fits right in the crack of the thing, and you just go, whoop, make sure you got it turned the right way, because you don't want to get them things, them scales going the wrong way, because if you do, they'd rip you up. Anyway, you take the bass, and I did that, and it worked. It worked. It got me through the day. After I took my socks off and used them too, because it left some slimy stuff. Anyway. But what I decided was, I want to make an invention. I want to make something that reminds people that gets out in the woods and they get trapped in what they're doing. Because, Coach Catfish had been squirrel hunting back before I was Coach Catfish. I was, but, I ate the tree rat for a little while. Anyway, you could take you some toilet paper to funnel the spirit of the tree rat with you, because you drink that coffee in the morning before sun up. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna have to go somewhere. Just hopefully it's not around where you're hunting. Well, I guess what the final end of this is Coach Catfish done decided to do something nice, and what I had done is I got me a product. Excuse me. I hide my face. I'm so embarrassed. I'm popping off some CO2 like a volcano. Because I had the garlic. You know me and the garlic. I smell. Anyway, what Coach Catfish has come up with is the bass wipe. Now, if there's anybody else that come up with something like this, then I'm sorry, sucker. Your thing may have run out or something, but Coach Catfish didn't come up with the bass wipe. So what it was, instead of having to take back the bass, because they slimy sometimes, and wipe yourself, if you did your number 2, you can take the toilet paper. This got the story of the old Coach Catfish and how he come up with the idea that the bass wipe. And thing about it is, this here can be like turn 535. Oh, I had one number issue. Beat me. The fish. So when you out, it will remind you. And it somehow will probably make you want to stay out there more because you got something that looks like what you want to eat. So it's like a circle of life. It goes in here and comes out there. So that's why you need the bass wipe. Now, what we're going to have, like since this TP companies come up with, oh, shoot my hand, ways to market this here stuff. We're going to have the chicken pin for the heavy scrub. Because, chicken pin, sort of a short fat fish, well, it's hard to explain. They don't exactly look like a bass. But they got that large fin on their back, and it would reach, it'd like wipe through there. And, buddy, you're going to be clean. Then we got the, the paddlefish. Because, you come from the bayou and stuff. You used to the paddlefish. Now, we were supposed to throw them things back in the day. But anyway, if you got the hard-to-reach places and such, then you'll have a picture of the paddlefish. And if you really want to be like an old bear and back up against something, we're going to have the cypress bark variant. And it'll be rough. You'll know you're a real man or woman or whatever the hell you are, what you're doing with this here stuff. Because the bass wipe is also the base wipe, because it's wiping the base with the bass. Now, Coach Catfish would not feel right. 7-Eleven. Hey, I used to go there. That was an old store right down from my house. Oh, anyway, the line of products, the strips say, you got to talk about your line of products. Now, Coach Catfish, if you remember, in my cooking stuff and what I do with my cooking, I was looking for the kosher boudin, and what I say is I had my jingle for it was once I got the kosher boudin, it'd be, you hold them suckers up in the air like the sausages that they are, and go, shake your boudin, and you'd be like, oh, KC, Coach Catfish. Who else would it be? And I had teeth for etouffee plan. And what that was, you buy old Coach Catfish etouffee, every time you buy the expensive dish, then you'll have a plan set up somewhere to ensure that you can get your teeth, because we know you ain't going to go to dentist and stuff. So you eat Coach Catfish etouffee, and every time you do, you'll get a part of a etouffee in your dentures. So I thought that was intelligent. And now we got the bass wipe and many of its variants. That's what the strips say. Coach Catfish don't know how to bring all this stuff to you, but the intelligence behind this, scary. Very scary. You can look him in the eyes. I can't see you, but I know you're there. Anyway, the JoJo leg. I'll sell it. You'll buy the bass wipe, and I'll sell you the JoJo leg. Now, right now, Coach Catfish ain't got the stuff to do it all, so what I have to do is I have to download and print out. Oh, it hurts my hands. I can't hardly use my hands. I cut that sucker out, and then I just I tape it on to the TP. So that's the way Coach Catfish is making the bass wipe. Now this is a very expensive process, and it's very painful for me to do. But if you really want it, just ask. Ask. That's sort of a joke. Anyway, we will have all the variants and various things, and maybe we put squirrels and deers, because you drink your hot coffee in the morning, go out deer hunting. You know what's going to happen? Find you a tree. Hee. Not ho, not the Santa Man. Coach Catfish out of here. I bumped a lizard. Even without being covered, I bumped a lizard. Hallelujah.